This is Live and Living Coffee, a segment where I take out members of the cast and we go get coffee and talk about the musical. This video's guest is Madison Shannon. She is a sophomore and part of Oakton Drama, and she plays Brenda Strong. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good, just, hanging out. How are you enjoying sophomore year so far?
It's so much fun.
Yeah?
It's so much, because I think freshman year was kind of, oh God, what am I doing here?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Oh, and now I'm kind of used to it, and I get.
So I'm taking Maddie after school, and we're gonna go get some drinks, get a little sippy.
I've never been a big singer. I've always been a really big actor. I love acting. And then when I went into middle school, I got associated with this group called Acting for Young People.
Yes,
yes. And I started doing their musical showcases, and I fell in love with it because I used to be so shy. I started doing more drama, and then when I was in middle school, that's when I was fully okay, I'm doing musical stuff now. And when I came into my freshman year, I got a voice teacher.
Nice. Who do you work with?
Catherine Kyriakakis. I love her. I think last year when I was part of Titanic was when I fully started taking the singing thing seriously. But no, so Max Bransford, who played Barrett, sang his little opening number. I didn't say anything. I didn't sing anything. I just stood there, handed him a picture of myself, and then left. Wait, no, I kissed him, and then I left. That was really fun, but for the rest of the show, I technically wasn't supposed to be on the ship. So if you don't recognize me, I get it. First of all, shout out to all the improv kids out there. You are my favorite. And big shout out to Herndon High School.
Did you do improv through AFYP or when you were younger, or did you just start freshman year?
So I did a little improv unit in 8th grade drama class, and I hated it. No, so I did that, and then a couple months later, I was hanging out with my friend, and she was like, hey, we have to go see my brother in his stupid improv show tonight. So we went to go support Gabriel Gerard.
Oh my God, Jilly!
And I got to watch these people have the time of their lives with their best friends, doing stupid stuff. Yeah. And I was I want to do that.
So what was it for you? When you first got called back and made the team, were you kind of nervous about it? Or
I
were you
was so nervous. I went into the callbacks just praying to God that I would at least like what I was doing. I didn't want to go in and not get on the team and also think that I did terribly. If I thought I did well and didn't get on the team, I was fine with that.
Okay.
Because I was I hated improv.
What you had done.
Yeah, I was I hated improv before this. We're just gonna do our best.
Is sophomore year stressful? More stressful than freshman year?
Not academically. Okay. Last year, I was I don't know, I was struggling both socially, emotionally,
you kind of went through
mentally.
It last year.
Last year was the worst year of my life. I'm in more academic control. I can take a bigger part, and I feel I have a lot more control over my emotional and mental state. I was you want a good part, you want this part, and you are confident that you can do it. Let that show. I am not the only teenage girl out there that has problems with confidence, especially when she wants something for herself. I don't know, I feel it felt good and it looked good when I walked in there, and I was thinking to myself, you are doing exactly what you came here to do. This whole singing thing is still kind of a shock to me, but yeah, no, so I started staging stuff next week, and I'm very excited. We were supposed to do 7 Wonders this week, but then we got snowed.
Yep. Oh well. So how have you liked the rehearsal process so far? Because you haven't really had to do too much, just because Brenda doesn't really exist at this point.
When we bring up Brenda's existence, I feel it's crucial to mention here that even though this story is based off of a real guy and his actual life, Brenda's not real.
Yeah.
She was never real. And I didn't know that until I got the part. Brenda is such a self-conscious character because she was in this unhealthy relationship before she was with Frank Jr. When she brings Frank Jr. home, her dad literally says what is a man as good as you doing with Brenda? But she also has this super quick transition into happy, bubbly, fun, which I kind of see in myself. I was in our school's production of soap operas. Throughout most of the rehearsal process, I was really excited. I wrote the show, I directed the show, and then 2 days before we went on, I was like, I don't like this. Our show was a train wreck. And then miraculously, the day of the show, we made it look decent. I got to be like this funny, kind of mean, but also just sassy old lady. I don't know, I thought it was great. I thought it was terrible, and then I thought it was great again. My favorite thing that I got to do for that show is I got to choreograph and direct this one scene where we had a tango murder. And I knew that our two most physically awkward boys were the ones in that scene. All that I knew I had to do was have one of them kill the other.
Yeah. You can't have two awkward boys at once. It doesn't work like that.
It has to be a tango. I'm going to make them do something that will look so funny.
It was really funny, and it was really well executed.
Thank you. And even when I was like, oh, the show looks kind of rough, I was not worried about that scene whatsoever, because both of them knew that was kind of like our big scene.
And it's funny because I remember when my year did soap operas, drama 2, I remember we had like drama 3 and 4s coming up to us and being like, oh, I'm not worried about next year. Next year's gonna be fine. These kids have like good potential and they're really good. And, you know, our show ended up, I really enjoyed it, but there were parts where it was like messy, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is scary. Coming back as a drama 4, I felt that same feeling of like, I'm not gonna be here, but we're in good hands because we have good kids.
I've been waiting to do fall shows since I first got to Oakton. Like, I had just done a fall production in my middle school.
Were you in,
Once Upon a Island?
Once Upon a Island, yes, were you in that?
I was Agwe, God of Water.
So you've done many musicals before Titanic and Catch Me If You Can.
Let's go back to 7th grade. My first musical ever was Seussical Junior. It was such a fun show, and like it made me want to like do another musical.
Yeah.
I definitely think I could have done better, but I really like have such a high respect for that musical. After Seussical, I did Beauty and the Beast. I was Madame de la Grande Bouche, and I was the wardrobe. The opera singing wardrobe. And then after that, I took like a little break, and then when I came back, I did Once on this Island.
Yeah.
And then after Once on this Island, I did James and the Giant Peach. I was the ladybug. I was like the motherly British ladybug.
Cute.
I loved that show so much.
Right.
That was one of the first shows that I was like, I did a good job.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked how I played that character because I started getting into the whole musical thing.
Yeah.
And I did Mary Poppins too. I was Mrs. Banks. And then I did Titanic. Okay, we're back.
Hello, welcome back.
Change of scenery, but you know this. But I'm really excited for Family Tree. But in the cast recording, they have it so Brenda has a verse.
Yeah.
But in the actual show, she doesn't sing. Her singing part is replaced with Frank proposing.
Oh.
Spoiler alert. But no, so like the part where she sings in the cast recording is replaced with Frank proposing. And I find the proposal really funny. My dad, Liam Bloom, goes, all right, Frank, it's time for the big question. You ready? And Frank goes, and Frank is like, what do I do to pass the bar exam in Louisiana? And then he goes, and Brenda! And then he proposes, and I'm not bothered by the fact that he first asked how to pass the bar exam.
Yeah.
I just go, yes, Frank Connors, I will marry you.
Well, thank you, Maddie. We had so much fun. Yeah, thank you for just hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.